What's up, everyone? Marc Lobliner, TigerFitness.com, CEO MTS Nutrition, Exos Trainer. Someone asked me in one of my videos, why do you keep saying your resume at the beginning? A lot of people see my videos and never seen them. They're like, what the fuck is that guy? There's who I am. Anyway, y'all, the whole Blackstone Labs things, I have some updates. They're not as juicy as you probably want them to be, but I just want to make sure I'm updating y'all as I promised. Just to pretty much get rid of misinformation put out there by a lot of people and a lot of things. Now, I do want to apologize. The last video, I took a couple shots at people online selling SARMs and all that good stuff. And that wasn't the point of the video. Point of the video was there's much worse going on than what Blackstone is doing. And I'll elaborate on that and get into that further as this video progresses. My thoughts on SARMs aside, again, my opinion on those, just for the record, before I started this video, I'm a libertarian, absolutely. I believe that drugs should be legal, especially performance-enhancing drugs. But as long as they are illegal, if they are violating the law, and I am abiding by the law as a business person, that's unfair. However, I will state I can start a SARM company tomorrow. You don't think I have contacts in China with better quality than anybody has out there? My 15 plus years in the industry and sourcing that I could do it. I just don't feel it's right for the industry, for my customers, and for quality. And that's why I would never do that. So squash that. Just squash it. Let's keep this about Blackstone, okay? They're breaking the law. It is what it is, and they will probably get their day. I don't care if dude was a lawyer or whatever. Here's the thing about Blackstone Labs. What I found out is that the raid, they confiscated computers and dust. The version containing DMAA. According to my sources, that product has been discontinued. They only had a little bit more than 1,000 units in stock. I will go on to kind of forecast what I think is going on here. And again, all you lawyers on the sideline can go on and say, I don't know what the FDA does. All we're doing is guessing. And all we're doing is figuring out, we don't know the FDA's next move. But I will say it doesn't look good for DMAA. DMAA, while I don't think it's officially illegal, there were letters sent out to cease and halt sales by the FDA. High Tech, the company manufacturing these products, also has products with DMAA in it, actually took the FDA to court over, and I believe it's still at trial. And I know people are saying, they're going to win, they're going to win. I don't think they're going to win. The FDA has pretty much has a track record of doing whatever the F they want to do. Am I for that? Absolutely. Do I feel they're overreaching? Absolutely. It was the writing on the wall. Absolutely. There's a reason why I don't use DMAA in my products. I don't think it's a bad ingredient. I don't think it's as good as people want it to be. But I think that because people think it's barely legal, they automatically assume it works really, really well. And I don't think it's all that effective, but I'm not saying it's not a good ingredient to add to a stimulant. And if it was legal, would I add it to my pre-workout? I would definitely consider it. However, the writing's been on the wall for quite a long time that DMAA is not something that you should put in a dietary supplement. And the trial means it's at trial. It doesn't mean it's officially legal. For time being, what I'm seeing happening is a crackdown on DMAA. Europa Sports, the largest distributor in the industry, just picked up DMAA products. They're distributing them now, which puts them at huge risk because you talk about being a low-hanging fruit to get taken down. That's them, especially after their merge last year with the second largest distributor, Lone Star Distribution, or their common buyout, whatever you want to call it, merger, common buyout, whatever. It's all semantics. So what I see happening here is this probably, although my fear with Blackstone, with Aaron, and with PJ, Aaron and me, we talk, I'm friends with Aaron. PJ, I don't know much about. I just know he had beef with my man John Meadows, and I'm close with John Meadows, so I kind of stay neutral. I'm neither friends nor my enemies, but I am friends with people within the Blackstone organization. My fear is that their past with SARMs and hormones is going to come back. I'm not sure, I'm not a lawyer, on the statute of limitations for how long, but they sold those for quite a while, and there's plenty of published articles. Just Google Blackstone Labs, Singerman, and Braun, and you'll get tons of articles where they're almost bragging about how they're staying one step ahead of the government. And then you go and you look at their social media, and you have pictures of Ferraris and Lambos and all this stuff. I have nothing against that. However, I'm just saying that the FDA sees that shit. And the FDA will seize, see how I use that word twice, will seize those assets. They're going to make an example of someone, and it might be them. And this DMAA, and I have heard from other sources, unbeknownst to you guys, that the FDA has had an investigation open against Mr. Braun and Mr. Singerman. They've been actively investigating them, have an open file on them for quite a long time. Am I wishing the worst for these guys? Absolutely not. Am I saying they deserve this? Look, I'm saying that after all the stuff they got away with, and I did say get away with SARMs and with hormones, to actually proactively, after your company's transition from that, put DMAA in a pre-workout based on the fact that it's still in courts, it's still not officially illegal. The fact that the writing was on the wall, that's just asking for trouble. And that was just a stupid business move, in my opinion. However, and that doesn't mean I think any less of them. I just disagree with that business move. And I think the original dust without DMAA was friggin' potent as is. So here's where we stand. We know that this is probably, again, we don't know for sure, but probably this is an association conjunction or related to them selling DMAA. We do not know if this is at all related to the stuff they used to sell, the SARMs and the hormones. We are not sure of that. But we also can forecast or guess or hypothesize that if they're going after them with DMAA, other companies carrying DMAA will be on the radar, and the FDA will start breaking down their doors, guns drawn. And that's something I think every company who put DMAA in a product should have been expecting. You should not be surprised. I got the warning letters. I didn't get the warning letters, but I saw them, and we don't even carry it as a retailer at Tiger Fitness. Not only do you risk the FDA coming down on you, but when something is basically when a FDA sends out letters about an ingredient, class action lawsuits, the lawyers in California especially come after you. I got one for methylphenephrine, even though it had been off the market for 2 years. They wanted $18,000. I was able to talk my way out of it for nothing because I didn't sell it for a while, and because thank God I helped somebody in that legal agency out with an issue they had in the past. So, sometimes it's good to have relationships. But what I'm saying is this will unfold. We will know more. But for now, it was about the DMAA. I know a lot of haters for Blackstone are saying F them. A lot of people who like Blackstone are saying great, we love them. But what I'm saying is that they already discontinued the product with DMAA. From what I know, they're on the straight. I just think it was a really dumb friggin' business move to actually go and put DMAA in a product after you got away with selling SARMs and building your company on the money you made from SARMs and hormones. You should just moved out. They were doing well with the new products like Glycolog and Dust without the DMAA. Why? Why would you even do that? Anyway, guys, Marc Lobliner, TigerFitness.com. Stay tuned for more updates. Sorry there's not more I can tell you. That's not a game.